Hello, I'm Dave from Team Malice, and in this video, we're going to discuss packing the robot. So internally, there's going to be electronics and batteries in the robot, but we need to secure the batteries and electronics, because while the robot is moving around or getting hit, or getting tossed around, just dropping in the batteries where they are, it's not a very good idea, because as the robot flies across the arena, the battery kind of flies across with it, and you really want to secure it in place. So what we're going to do is, where there's a lot of empty space where the battery is, we're going to foam it. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the material we decided on, and how we foamed it, given this unusual shape inside the robot. So we actually tried 3 different types of foams. Initially, we packed it with foam from a Pelican case. We got floor mat foam from Harbor Freights, but then someone recommended it's probably not a good idea, just because when it gets hit by fire, it doesn't do well. So we actually tested out those 2 foams, and then our final foam decision, we tested that out. So I'm going to show you 3 videos of us burning up those types of foams, and you can see what it does.
That's a sign. It is.
So at the end of it, there was one foam that someone recommended, and we gave it a try. It is, pipe insulation foam. That's what it is. It's got like a rubbery texture to it as well. In the video, we shot it a bunch of times with the fire. It shrank a little, but it never really caught on fire, so we thought it was a pretty good idea. You get this any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot. The one issue we have with this is obviously it's for pipes, so it's kind of rolled up. It's not going to go back. It's always going to go back to its pipe form. So we had to do some kind of sandwiching kind of things to get it to be flat, to put it in the robot. So I'm going to show you kind of how we cut these out. It's pretty straightforward, but just you will see in the next video that the robot's not a box. It's very wavy, just so it would look cool. So we had to do a little bit of sketching and drawing to get it to work out. So in the next video, we're going to do an overshot of what we did, overshot of the robot. And you can see how we kind of able to cut the shape into this foam. So here we're looking at the inside on the drive side of the robot. Battery is going to be here. The ESC is already there. It's already foamed. It's actually underneath the mag motor. It's pretty hard to take in and out, so I just left it there. But there's going to be a battery here. The wiring's a little bit taken out just to get fixed real quick. So here you notice the shape is not square. It's a lot of curvatures. But we want to cut that shape and drop the foam in. So what we did was, I took a thin sheet of, this is actually a polycarbonate. It's Lexan actually. It's a very, very thin Lexan. They use it for the Battlebots, but obviously this is very, very thin. Well anyway, I took the Lexan or polycarbonate, taped it, and then took a marker, and then just sketched it around the corners here. And then cut it out. Kind of like a drawing book when you're younger, they had like a little piece of paper that was thin but clear, you could see through. And then you could draw over it as a stencil. So that's pretty much what it is. I made it a stencil. And then, so the final cut after I cut it is this. And I tested it, and it drops in perfectly. So I use this stencil right here to cut out the foam pieces. So you have the foam here. And all I did was just place it right on top. And then took a marker and marked it and then cut it. Pretty straightforward. Obviously the one issue we have is it curves back. So I inverted the stencil. I did one this way on top of the foam and then inverted the other way. So both of them were kind of rolling into itself. And then I just took a very, very little amount of super glue and glued them together. So the final product here is this device. So like I said, I did one and one, and then I kind of took very little glue, super glue. I checked, the glue can handle the fire. This type takes like over 300 or 400 degrees Fahrenheit before it actually does anything bad or melts. And then so I cut it, and when you cut it, I could drop it in, and it drops in like so. So obviously this is pretty thin, 2 of them. It worked out that we needed 5 of these to hit the very top, but it's nice if it fits perfectly. So if there was 5 of them, it'll look exactly like this and no cuts. So one thing is you're wondering how you're getting the battery in. So for the battery, it's going to be on the bottom. It's not for the side, but I cut a hole here on one layer. So the battery will drop in. And then the next level, I cut a hole for the battery. And then the battery will fit into this one. And then the third stack will sit right on top. And the fourth and the fourth one will have a receiver. And the fifth one will be the very top one, which will not have no cutout, so it'll drop in like this. So here we're on the back side of the robot. Same idea. There's gonna be 2 batteries on this side. I pretty much did the same thing. Took a stencil, created a stencil that will go. You'll see that it's kind of close. When you drop it in, pretty much works perfectly, perfect shape. And then I just cut the foam the same way. And it's going to look like this. So when you drop it in, it's going to fit perfectly. So there's going to need 5 of these. And then again, there's going to be 2 batteries in the pack, so in the back. So I'm going to need to cut a hole here where the battery is and do the same thing what I did with the front. So that's pretty much it about the foam. It's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you like the fire part of the video. I have the 2 pieces here again for the review. Like I said, this would drop in this way, and this would drop in this way, given the curvature of the robot. I think it's a pretty easy, good way to do it. We have the time to cut. Usually we would just wrap the batteries and just stuff as much foam in, but this way it looks a little bit nicer, it's a little bit cleaner. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.